The past season saw Chelsea undergo a stunning transformation under Enzo Maresca, from a young, unpredictable side into one of the Premier League's most dangerous outfits, finishing fourth, securing a Champions League spot, and capping it off with a European trophy. The Blues reminded the world of their pedigree. And yet, there's still a lingering sense of what could have been, moments where inconsistency cost them something even greater. Chelsea started the season like a bolt of lightning. After 16 match days, they were sitting second in the table, just behind Liverpool. Big wins over Southampton, Tottenham, and Wolves fueled belief and sent a message. The Blues were back. With their impressive form and the exceptional performance of Cole Palmer, 11 goals, 6 assists before Christmas, alongside his strong link-up with Nicholas Jackson, the Blues really looked like title contenders at that time. But then came the winter break, and with it, a dip in momentum. By mid-February, things began to unravel. Palmer's form dipped, and worse yet, Jackson picked up an injury that sidelined him for nearly 2 months. Without Jackson's vertical runs and constant threat, Chelsea's attack lost its edge. They struggled to break down deep defensive blocks, often looking one-dimensional in the final third. The absence of true X-factor players, those capable of unlocking a game on their own, became painfully obvious. Statistically, Chelsea's inefficiency in front of goal told the same story. They ranked second in the Premier League for big chances missed, a frustrating reality for a side that often did everything right until it was time to finish. Still, the Blues showed resilience, winning 4 of their last 5 matches to clinch a Champions League spot. They ended the season with 69 points, 6 more than the year before, but with a bittersweet aftertaste. At one point, they were brushing shoulders with the league leaders. With more consistency, this side could be a real title threat. One thing was clear: Chelsea lacked cutting edge up front. They scored the fewest goals among the top 5 teams. So when the club splashed £90 million on 2 strikers this summer, it wasn't just justified, it was necessary. The arrivals of João Pedro from Brighton and Liam Delap from Ipswich Town signaled a new era. Maresca is no longer willing to dominate possession without a true killer in the box. João Pedro is a modern forward, not an out-and-out striker, but someone who drops deep, links up play, and constantly buzzes around the penalty area. He averaged more than 7.5 touches in the opposition box per 90 minutes last season and was far superior to Chelsea's previous attackers when it came to winning the ball in the final third. On the flip side, Liam Delap brings that old-school number 9 energy, physical, clinical, and always lurking in the right spaces. Despite Ipswich's relegation, Delap netted 12 goals in his first-ever Premier League season, a testament to his natural instincts. Together, Pedro and Delap give Maresca exactly what he lacked last year: variety. Where Jackson was unpredictable and inconsistent, Pedro and Delap offer 2 distinct yet effective options, one for fluid build-up play, the other for brute force finishing. And when Cole Palmer isn't at his peak, Chelsea now have genuine alternatives to carry the load. But the revamp didn't stop with the striker position. The wings, too, have undergone a radical overhaul. Players like Noni Madueke, Jadon Sancho, and Raheem Sterling have either been moved on or pushed out of the club's plans. In their place comes Jamie Bino Gittins from Borussia Dortmund, a fearless young winger who thrives on taking defenders one-on-one. Gittins brings unpredictability and flair, qualities Chelsea desperately missed when their wide play became stale and easy to defend against. From the center of attack to the flanks, Chelsea's offensive system is being rebuilt from the ground up. And with Maresca at the helm, there's every reason to believe this isn't just another rebuild. It's the birth of something special. Next season, the Blues aren't just aiming to compete, they're aiming to conquer. Long before the 2025 FIFA Club World Cup, it was already becoming clear something special was brewing in Chelsea's midfield. With Moises Caicedo and Enzo Fernandez at the heart of it all, the Blues finally had a central partnership that could dominate both with and without the ball. Enzo Fernandez is the definition of a modern-day playmaker, a conductor with vision, precision, and composure. He dictates tempo, slices open defenses with razor-sharp passes, and escapes pressure with an elegance that makes it all look effortless. Next to him, Caicedo is the perfect foil, a born ball winner with endless energy, physical strength, and a fearless edge. He's a relentless presence in the middle of the park, constantly regaining possession and disrupting the opposition's rhythm. If Enzo is the mind, Caicedo is the engine, and together they're the backbone of Chelsea's rebirth. Under Enzo Maresca, the duo's qualities have been unlocked in full. Whether in a 4-2-3-1 or a 3-4-1-2, Maresca has built a system that bends around his midfield generals. When Chelsea want to control possession, Enzo drops deep, linking with the centre-backs to launch attacks from the base. When it's time to press high and win the ball back, Caicedo pushes forward to suffocate the opposition. This flexibility has made Chelsea a nightmare to play against, fluid, adaptable, and difficult to break down. What's most impressive is that neither player seemed to fade as the season wore on. In fact, both looked fresher than ever on the biggest stage. In the FIFA Club World Cup, they were magnificent. Enzo was masterful in the final against Paris Saint-Germain, completely controlling the tempo like a seasoned conductor. Caicedo, meanwhile, was a ball-winning machine, registering 13 successful recoveries against PSG and dominating against a technically gifted Fluminense side in the semis. Individually, they shine, but together they form a midfield axis that feels destined to anchor Chelsea's success for years to come. And this is no coincidence. Enzo Maresca is building something deliberate, a tactical system designed not around rigid formations, but around maximizing the strengths of his best players. Everything, from the roles of the fullbacks to the shape in transition, is engineered with one goal: to give Cole Palmer the space and freedom to thrive. Nowhere was this more evident than in the 3-0 dismantling of Paris Saint-Germain in the Club World Cup final. That match was Maresca's tactical manifesto on full display. Chelsea didn't stick to a fixed formation. They adapted fluidly to the opponent, especially in build-up. Often, they built play from the back using a 3-2 shape, with Enzo Fernandez pushed higher up the pitch. Operating in the half spaces, Enzo connected the midfield with the attack, pressing from the second line and dictating the rhythm in central areas. It allowed Chelsea to press aggressively while still maintaining their passing quality, the best of both worlds. Further forward, Cole Palmer was the heartbeat. Everything revolved around him: his movement, his positioning, his ability to find space and make something happen out of nothing. Operating mainly off the right flank and in central pockets, Palmer was given the freedom to roam and orchestrate. Fullbacks like Cucurella and Gusto offered constant support, overlapping or underlapping to stretch defenses and create gaps for Palmer to exploit. That final wasn't just a trophy-winning performance. It was a glimpse into Chelsea's future. It showcased a tactical identity that feels sustainable, intelligent, and above all, purposeful. Enzo Maresca isn't just rebuilding Chelsea, he's redefining them. This isn't about rigid systems or star-studded names. It's about building a collective structure where the system empowers the individual. Where Enzo can control, Caicedo can destroy, and Palmer can create. Every tweak, every role, every tactical shift is designed to unleash the best of what Chelsea has. Chelsea head into the 2025-26 season with silverware already in the bag: the FIFA Club World Cup and the UEFA Conference League. But does that make them the #1 contender for the Premier League crown? To answer that, we have to weigh them against the league's traditional heavyweights: Liverpool, Arsenal, and Manchester City. Last season, Liverpool clinched the title early. Arsenal finished runners-up for the 3rd consecutive year. Manchester City dropped out of the top spot for the first time in 4 years, and Chelsea settled for 4th. And yet, Chelsea were the only one of the 4 to walk away with 2 trophies, a psychological boost that cannot be overlooked. Liverpool have continued to flex their financial muscle, bringing in top-tier talent like Florian Wirtz and Hugo Ekitike to reinforce a squad already brimming with intent. Arsenal have added steel and dynamism to their midfield while securing Victor Gyökeres to lead the line. Manchester City, on the other hand, are entering a transitional phase, the departure of Kevin De Bruyne marking the end of an era. As for Chelsea, while their summer spending has reached a staggering £210 million, they haven't signed a superstar name on the level of Florian Wirtz or Hugo Ekitike. But what they have done is arguably more important. They've addressed real, tangible weaknesses. João Pedro, Jamie Bino Gittins, and Liam Delap may not be global icons yet, but they solve specific issues that plagued the squad last season. And let's not forget, Enzo Maresca is the only manager among the top 4 who has already shown he can outthink opponents in short-format cup competitions and win. The next challenge is replicating that success over the long, unforgiving grind of a Premier League campaign. The consensus may not yet place Chelsea at the top of the favorites list, but the tactical fluidity, youthful energy, and competitive edge they displayed at the Club World Cup suggest this is a team that can go toe-to-toe with anyone. They may not be front-runners, but they are serious contenders. To sum it up, Chelsea are not yet the Premier League's leading title favorite, but with a young, talented squad strengthened smartly in key areas, a manager with a clear tactical identity, and the ability to maximize individual potential, the Blues have everything they need to make a real push. The key question? Whether Enzo Maresca can maintain consistency and get peak performances out of his squad across a demanding season. The future is wide open for Chelsea, and for the fans, there's every reason to believe something special is on the horizon.